Hi, everyone. Today's gospel reflection comes from the 13th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus said, "The kingdom of heaven is like a net that was thrown into the sea and caught fish of every kind. When it was full, they drew it ashore, sat down, and put the good into baskets, but threw out the bad. So it will be at the end of the age. The angels will come out and separate the evil from the righteous and throw them into the furnace of fire, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Have you understood all this?" They answered, "Yes." And he said to them, "Therefore every scribe who has been trained for the kingdom of heaven is like the master of a household who brings out of his treasure what is new and what is old." I have to say that I love this reading from the Gospel of Matthew. And no, it's not because I'm all about, hellfire and brimstone. But it is it makes me smile every time. Because Jesus talks about this incredibly apocalyptic and kind of complicated construct. And he says, "Have you understood all this?" And his friends and disciples immediately say, "Yes, we got it." I'm not so sure we do. Because one of the big distinctions in this reading that is so helpful to me as I seek to live a life following Jesus is this phrase about who does the separating. So it will be at the end of the age. The angels will come out and separate the evil from the righteous and throw them into the furnace of fire, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Very graphic imagery. But let's remember, it's not us who does the separating. It's the angels. It's God. That's not our job. One of the things that I'm reminded of every time I hear this reading is that our job is not to judge. Our job is to love. Our only debt to God is to love. And so on this day that we hear this incredibly apocalyptic and somewhat harrowing tale, there is good news. That's what the gospel means, good news. The good news is that our job is not to judge or separate or cast people into the furnace of fire or say they're in or they're out, but rather to love. And so as we head into this season of Advent, I invite you to wonder what that looks like in your life on a daily basis. What does it look like to be free of the need to judge and separate and freed to love? Amen.